Let's talk about the cursed womb death paintings, aka Choso and his brothers. What exactly are these things? Who made them? Why? And why does Choso think he and Yuji are brothers? We're going to get into all of that, and this is going to be an anime friendly video with a little bit of manga spoilers at the end, but I'll give another warning. First of all, let's talk about what they are. And if you'll recall, this is actually how they start. They look like these fetal embryonic organisms, right? And that's because they come from aborted pregnancies. These are half curse, half human entities that were only able to be born due to a woman with a special condition to specifically give birth to these types of creatures. And if you'll recall, it's only once those things are like ingested by a human that they can fully incarnate into the forms we're familiar with. So let's talk about how these things are created. And again, it was due to a woman back from the Meiji period who had the unique ability to give birth to half human, half cursed babies. Because of this, she was shunned, excommunicated, right? So she ran away looking for help anywhere she could find it, but unfortunately, she instead found one of the most evil sorcerers in history. That sorcerer's name was Noritoshi Kamo. However, not the Noritoshi Kamo you're thinking of from present-day Jujutsu Kaisen, this one. And as you can see, he's got that signature scar across his forehead. So it is actually this same person that we're familiar with from season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm not going to use their real name because we're still in anime friendly territory here, and it's not important right now. What you need to know is that woman found him, and he manipulated and experimented on her for her unique ability, ultimately creating 9 pregnancies and 9 abortions, which resulted in the cursed womb death paintings. And again, these are half cursed, half human entities, but he also mixed in Noritoshi Kamo's blood, the blood of the body he was currently inhabiting. And as you know, the Kamo clan, their signature technique is blood manipulation. So this is why Choso and all of his brothers have the blood manipulation curse technique. So now, why does Choso think Yuji is his brother, and what was up with this entire sequence in the anime where he started freaking out after their fight? Well, to answer this question, I do have to get into manga spoilers, so for my anime onlys, now's your chance to get out of here. So, remember this guy, Noritoshi Kamo? Well, it's not really Noritoshi Kamo because it's the Scarhead guy, the brain, and that brain's name is actually Kinjaku. So Kinjaku is the one that took over Geto's body. But before that, Kinjaku possessed this body. And this is Kaori Itadori, aka Yuji's mother. So just like Choso, Yuji has Kinjaku as one of his parents. Now, even though Kinjaku was inhabiting different bodies at the time, they are still related in a way. So how did Choso know this? Well, he didn't at first, if you'll recall. And if you think back to season 1, when these two were taken out by Yuji and Nobara, Choso had a premonition and he knew his brothers had been killed even though he was really far away. So he has that ability to sense when his brothers are passing on. Now, in season 2, when they're fighting and he is about to take Yuji out, he has a similar premonition, this scene with the picnic. But he didn't know what to make of that because he didn't think they were related, so he's freaking out, right? It's not until later on that he sees Kinjaku that he knows something happened, and he puts together that he and Yuji must be brothers. And finally, thank you so much to Noah, Jesus, and Mike, who all had questions around these things. I really appreciate the support.